Hey guys, how you doing? It's your boy Modest Phillips. I'm coming here on this Royal Entourage Global YouTube channel, and it's actually here is my first video. So what I wanted to make this video about is, I'm sitting here chilling in my room. I've been thinking about these topics. I've been thinking about these certain things, and I know they're so important in our field of expertise because this calls for team building, working with other people, networking, becoming a better you so you can be able to present yourself the best you with other people, right? So I wanted to do this first video. I know this is the first video on the channel. Um I, First I want to explain a little bit what we're doing here. We are Royal Entourage Global. Like I said, I'm Modest Phillips. A lot of you coming to the channel probably already know who I am. What we have here is the company that we're building. Our focuses are financial literacy, marketing, and development and sales. We inspired to be the first company that are able to offer all these services. It's not a one-man army. It's going to be multiple educators, multiple team members, guests, all different type of people who are going to be bringing what they know, their expertise, everything that they've been putting together, executing, getting better at. We're going to be bringing it to the forefront through this channel and giving you guys and keeping you guys updated with the top-notch information, right? And some of the most coolest, energetic people that you'll ever run across. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because there's a few things that since I've been doing this for over almost going on 4 years now. There's been a few things that all of us, and you'll be able to see different people as more videos start to get uploaded to the channel. You'll be able to start to see who is who, right? So we're doing something different. We know like stuff like this isn't really done a lot. So we want to try something new, right? And what I want you guys to understand is it's never easy or it's never simple when you're going about learning something or you're going about a new venture and you're trying to find out the information, you're trying to form fit it to your actual life, right? As you're trying to grow in it. It no means if that's a person trying to learn how to sell products, getting the business, taking on a new manageable position, taking on a new job, right? Taking on a new kid or anything, right? All of those things requires change, like dramatic change. And what happens is when we're put through dramatic change, if we don't have the adaptable skill sets, then it ends up possibly affecting us in a way that it doesn't need to, right? So this video specifically, I really, really want to talk about building a dream team with the right formula. And what do I mean by building a dream team? I want to give you guys a couple of key tips that I've used to be able to get some of the people that I have around me. And we'll be able to go further. When we get a little bit further into the video, I'll be breaking down a few other things that has to do with that. And you'll see how it all meshed together and just fits perfectly, right? So the significance of a dream team, everybody see a team. Everybody heard of the dream team, Jordan, 98 Bulls, Golden State, Miami Heat, Lakers, Boston, like all of these different teams, right? Patriots, Steelers, Sox, like all of these just dream teams that you heard of. They all possessed something very special, right? They all possess the mechanics. They all possess the mechanics to be able to keep their machine running well oiled and real structured, if you get what I'm saying. Like it's a reason why you have all of these other teams that can't get to the level of being a dream team because they don't possess these simple components that actually makes the team keep running, right? You got to have that. You got to have that in you. You got to have that dog in you. You got to kind of have that. If it's not in you, it has to be developed in you, right? So one of the things that I kept experiencing in my life was, I kept building teams, finding partners, different people to work with behind different reasons, solar, door-to-door sales, network marketing, financial investment, credit. Anything that you could think of, I tried affiliate marketing, CPA. Like I tried a lot of different things. And through the midst of it, I always was a person who wanted to do it with other people and like kind of in a team essence, if you get what I'm saying. But one of the things that I realized is these teams never really made it far that we tried to make. It's because we didn't have certain key components that was needed and to actually turn something that we was creating into a more long-term thing, right? What are some of those things that's required to actually build a dream team? Like everybody has, the people you're working with has to have a level of confidence, right? Number one, they have to have a level of confidence in themselves, right? In order to deliver your skill set at a certain level, you have to have a level of understanding and confidence, right? You're always going to be getting better. You're always going to be improving. You're always going to be developing. But at that time, when it's time to bring it to the table and get things rolling, launch that project, get the team rolling, it has to be a certain level of understanding and a certain level of confidence. And combined with that, you have a person who can continually grow in themselves and their skill sets, right? You have to have that up here with everybody you're deciding to start this dream team with. They have to be on the same page with that. Number two, cause, right? The cause has to everybody causes has to be in line. Like, what is the reason we're doing this for? Like, why are we meeting up? Why are we doing these videos? Why are we promoting our message? Like, why are we telling people to listen to us? Like, what is the reasons for that? What impact are we trying to make? All of that has to be in line with everybody in the team. That's the only way that we all can put all our efforts together to work towards one goal, right? So the next thing that you guys really, really need, and this one is huge, man. You might want to write this one down. I'm telling you, this one is very, very huge to very, very huge to team building, right? You have to have execution. And what I mean by you have to have execution is you have to know how to, obviously everybody, it's a team because everybody have specific skill sets. So once those skill sets are identified, we need plans, we need things to do that we can execute it, no matter how big or how small. They don't have to be perfect. I don't care if it's a person getting their first video done. I don't care if it's a person maybe acquiring some information that they needed or getting in touch with somebody that they need to. Some type of activity that's going to be used to benefit getting towards that higher goal, right? It has to be execution, right? So those are the three things that's needed. Those are a few of the three things, actually, let me rephrase that, that's needed when it comes to building a dream team. You have to have focus. You have to have understanding. Everybody has to be in line. You have to have execution, right? Once deeds are set out, then they have to be executed on. If you have people inside of the team that's not doing their job, then lanes are open, holes are open, and it leaves the opportunity for things to go haywire. And yes, you can't prevent or keep things or think things are going to be perfect, but at the end of the day, our job is to continue to get better and to try to protect our houses as much as we can. We have to be aware, right? We're not saying we have to be perfect, but we have to be aware, right? So what I want you guys to focus on next when it comes to building a dream team is delegate. We kind of tipped into it a little bit. We talked about delegating and appointing roles. The important thing about delegating and appointing roles is because me personally, man, when I focused on just doing every kind of like trying to like do all of these different things on top, like stacking these things on top of each other. Like I wasn't delegating roles. I wasn't being specific in what I was trying to accomplish because I was trying to accomplish everything. So it just happens, it ended up causing like a lot of things not end up getting done, right? A lot of things didn't end up getting done, even though I felt like I was busy and I was doing a lot of things. You have to have a team so you can delegate. Everybody needs to put more focus on the areas that they're actually good at so they can shine in those areas. With time and consistency, the things that you're not so good in gets filled in. But you can't do that overnight like anything else. So every time you divert your focus away from actually putting time and energy into the things that you're good at, and you're paying more attention to the things that you lack, you're paying more attention to the things that you don't have, it causes you to not be able to fully operate in your highest essence. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be operating in a mindset of abundance. You want to be operating in fullness. You want to be operating in wholeness, right? I am enough. Knowing that you're only getting better every day, and you're taking this one day at a time, and you're being conscious that you are doing the things that you need to do and making an effort to continue to put energy and life towards those dreams, right? So 3, we talked about it. It's the execution mindset. That's my number 3 for building a dream team. It's the execution mindset, like we talked about. You have to have it's the execution mindset. Like a lot of times I realize that if I have somebody on the hook, like if I get somebody on the hook, like let me show you for example. I'm experiencing my door-to-door knocking. After I reeled the person in onto the line to a certain extent, like at that point, um, it's like I have to switch into a different mode, because anytime I allow those people to get off of the line, then the chances of me converting that person into a sale, or even of that person receiving the information that I'm trying to get them to take in, decreases highly, right? Because I allowed those people, because I allowed that person attention to get off the line. We have to keep people on the line. We have to keep people in instant execution mindsets. So, because with time, all of those things have a chance to creep in: procrastination, doubt, filthiness, FOMO. Like all of those things have opportunities to creep in. And we want to be able to kill those, right? So we can get people used to knocking down barriers and knocking down dominoes. And we are in a game of finding solutions, not running into roadblocks, maybe temporary roadblocks, but not long-term roadblocks, right? We don't let pain extend. We find solutions to it. So instant execution mindsets is what help with that. Not saying that you should be doing everything and just everywhere all over the time. What I'm saying is that's what's going to actually help you focus. If you came into a business where you new to it, you're trying to learn financial education, you're trying to learn how to trade or invest, or maybe you have a product that you're promoting to people, like what you want to be focused on is getting better at actually using that product for yourself, for you. You have to be a living, proving example of that product, that it works. Do it for you. You show up, you dedicate yourself to it, and then you're going to be able to attract the people around you that you need, who has that same level of work that they excuse me, and dedication. So let's get into the fourth part, right? Using what you got. A lot of these things we already touched on it, like when we go into each one, but we're just getting very specific into each area. This one, using what you got. What does that mean, guys? Some of you guys are amazing. You got skill sets, you killing it. You got the job, or you've been doing a certain thing for so long, or maybe you grew up like in a family, or maybe you grew up in an environment to where those skill sets was passed on down to you. So you basically you're a scholar at doing what you do, right? You know this. So what I see happens with a lot of people is, like I said before, put so much focus on the things that you lack or that you don't have. You take away from all of the things that you do, right? Focus on what you got. You have to focus on what you got. That's you focus on what you got is what you have. These are the cards that you have. You have to play those cards. The cards are always keep getting dealt, right? But you have to play those cards. Focus on what you got. You have you, and you are enough. Start off with that. Then moving on from there, you're smart, you're intelligent. If it's information that you're seeking, you're smart enough to learn this information. You know that you're chasing it, you're hungry for it, to put yourself in the right places with the right people to get the information that you're seeking. As long as you know deep down in your heart that that's what you're doing, believe that that's what's going to happen. Work for it. When opportunities present themselves, take advantage of them. Use what you have. Delegate. Use the people around you. That's how you build a team that's going to last. That's how you build a team that's deeper than just the numbers that y'all make. It's actually about the team, the family, the goals, the vision, the brand, the legacy, right? The action, the execution, the everyday lifestyle, right? That's what it's actually about. I know you guys, everybody want to build a dream team. Sometime, we think that certain people might be a part of that team and it don't end up happening like that, right? Doesn't mean you can't have these people in your life, but you have to make sure that your circle, your table, and your team is tight knit. Like it's real tight knit. You got to get to know each other, flaws, get to know each other good so you can be there like a rope. It got to be a tight link rope. That's how you succeed out here. We need each other, but we have to be doing it in the correct way. So if you guys found knowledge in this, you got any comments you want to leave, you guys will drop some comments below. We're going to be dropping a lot of content to this page. Like I said, if you're here, if you found your way here, I'm thankful for you guys to be here. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. If you guys want any information about anything that we're talking about in the future, it always will be down in the description section. Make sure you tune into the playlist. Check out the next videos. No matter what you're into, any of those subjects that I named, that's what we do. We're going to have team members, educators, and trainers that's going to be providing you content in that area. So I'm Modest Phillips. This is Royal Entourage Global. And the first video that I want to do for this channel was telling you guys some of the key things and the mindset that I have and that you should adopt when it comes to building a dream team. Thank you guys.